I don't know who I'm going to get married to as at that time, but I know who I will not get married to. I don't know if you understand that.
That's deep.
I guess things happen to you, don't forget them. Very remarkable things happen. This one, getting a call from her, that call was soothing. May receive a call. May receive a call that will settle everything for you. That call was a settling point.
Hi fam!
Hi.
Hey guys, welcome back again to our channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. Please don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel. We love you guys so much, all our amazing returning subscribers. Thank you for always sticking by us. So guys, this is a part 2 of a video we started, how we met video. So we promised you guys that in this part 2 we're going to tell you guys how he proposed, or how I got him to propose to me, and of course how, I told you guys earlier in that part 1. By the way, if you've not watched that part 1, okay, you might want to stop and watch that one, then come back so that you get the sequence of the story. The link will be in the description box. So I told you guys in that video that when he was doing all the things that he was doing, that he actually doesn't mean anything. He was just being a sincere brother, okay? He didn't have anything in mind. So in this video, we're going to tell you guys how that progressed and how he started having things in mind and how it went, okay? So ladies first, gentlemen second. You want
Ladies first now.
I have firsted. I've already talked, So over to you. How did the whatever sister, you said then in that previous video that I'm like a sister to you.
Exactly.
So how did I go from being a sister to you?
Of course, it's very clear. I wish only would have been watching this, because at some points, 2 years after, not 2 years after, some years after, I also made a lot of them. And this time I had to gift a friend at a daily guide as well. I already bought one, and that was the new year. So I gave her, and I walked away, give and then walk away. So that's me. I can follow up to the later. That's who I am. I can ask questions, very sensitive questions. Sometimes I don't really know, but I just feel I'm doing it out of that desire to ensure that these lives are built. So leading up to just like she mentioned, I was doing that out of my sincere heart, without marriage in view. And it was later when I looked at that combination of names, I was asking myself, God, is this how you do your things? Out of nothing. Mesoma Chuku Digima. Digima. I will not say Digima. I just put all those things together. That was why I said our core name must actually have it. That was why I brought in that. So it progressed up until she wasn't the picture anyway. Let me begin by saying she wasn't the picture initially. I've had some proposals and refusals as well.
Yes,
I've done proposals. Yes, sorry, not me having. Sorry, I've done some proposals and actually has asked or been refused. So you see that she wasn't in the picture. So, but then when it all happened and I was not open to God, it is not the end of the world. I'm very sure the one you have kept for me will come. Then my pastor then in Port Harcourt will always tell me, when your own come, it will just one click, as I used to say. And that's what actually happened when the time was right for us to connect again. So that is why this channel, some months ago I was reflecting and said, God, this is true. This channel, that's why if I'm praying personally, she doesn't know this, I'm saying it to her now. If I'm praying personally, I also pray for the channel. I pray and say, God, it was through this channel actually that you caused our path to cross very well again the second time. On the 1st of March 2021, yes, that was when she opened up this channel and she sent me the link as usual on Facebook, and that was a PC. Everybody got the same message on WhatsApp. Sorry, everybody got the same message. Click onto my channel, open the channel. I didn't even know she had been gone to UK. It was later I got to know from her best friend. I was not curious when I called her. Her number was not going. I don't know what she did to her Nigerian number. Normally when I came here, my number was still going, but that one was not going again. So I did that. It was not ringing. One of her birthdays, it was 2020 birthday. I wanted to call and wish her well. It wasn't going. It's okay. There's no problem. So when you now told me that she's no longer in the country, That's on one part. Then when she sent her YouTube link, so I know I opened up and I was watching. I won't forget one of her videos too. This is about Grace versus Kama. I know I asked some questions. I told her some questions. We ironed it out. She gave me her perspective of why she mentioned there is something called Kama. She gave me. I said that's quite interesting, and I was enjoying myself because I've already come in now. I'm free and trusting the Lord for another gift for me, another of His child, and I've gone. It was like I know that I don't know who I'm going to get married to as at that time, but I know who I will not get married to. I don't know if you understand that.
That's deep.
I'm getting it. So I know who I will never get married to, but I don't know who I'll get married to now, but I know who I will never get married to. So I know that my marriage will come in the fold. My marriage will come from the family of God. I have no place to go and get a wife. So I just believe God opened my heart and I was still navigating life. So when that YouTube channel came and I kept on watching, and good enough, unlike we in Nigeria, data is an issue. We don't have data to watch. Not talk of YouTube videos. But luckily for me, I was working in a school that gave us free Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi. My sister says Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi,
yes, no Wi-Fi. So free Wi-Fi. So with that free Wi-Fi, I was almost feasting on her video. Every video she posts, I'm the one. I'm watching it. So at some point I had some issues with. I have not an issue actually. I have a student that was the parents are having an issue. She mentioned it in the Grace and Bakama video. I also called her, look at what my student is saying, counseling for the students. We're just doing that stuff together. We were just building up. God was in the channel to build up a relationship again. We were just flowing. I was also watching the video. Yeah, there's one of the videos I watched some days from that year, 2021. I said, Kai, this babe fine, in fact, I had to look at her again. So wow, that interest started coming. I'm telling you the truth. It was after I've ended the chapter of the last proposal that never worked, and my pastor told me if it's going to work, it will work very fast. So on one occasion, I started looking at her. I had to look at her again, open her videos, and I was looking at her. That's fine. I kept on listening. So then the one that actually was the breaking ground for me was one of her videos as well. I just dropped a message on WhatsApp. I said, please, whenever you're around, let's have a word. I dropped it and went to charge my phone. I have two phones then. I went to charge my bigger phone, that's my tablet, which of course is my iPhone 4 connecting to the internet. So the other phone, my other line was in the phone. So she called that line. And of course, the roaming stuff. It wasn't a UK line, it was just a Nigerian number that roomed and got to my phone. When I picked the call, I heard a voice, sister's voice. She just said, okay, this is Miss Oma. I said, really? I started shouting, how come you're calling me with a Nigerian number? How come? He said, no, this is the rooming, that number rooms. She's calling, I think, rooms and they pick the number from Nigeria.
Yeah, sometimes you call with UK number, the person receives it. It might not even be Nigerian number, sometimes it shows any number.
But this one is an Airtel number, I think we won't forget. Nothing's happened to you, don't forget them. Very remarkable things happen. So when that call came in, after she said she was going to, I told her my phone is charging now, let me charge a bit, I will call you when I'm done. I will call you. When that call dropped, I was alone in the room that day. I had the thought was also strong. I said, God, have you prospered my journey? That's the question I asked God that day.
Wow.
Have you prospered this journey?
I'm hearing this for the first time, guys.
I've told you before, maybe you forgot.
I can't remember.
I've told you, see,
really?
Just like forgotten. That's my. So I said, have you prospered? I sat down for some time. Before I turned on my bigger phone to take the call, to give her a call by WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp.
Yes,
yeah.
I sat down for some time. See, when people passed my journey. So for some time, I was like, this is interesting. I know what it is like in relationship. I know what I faced. In my past relationship, I felt was going to work, and I felt it was because they wanted me to, say what I wanted, just stick around, just like she also mentioned later. I felt, but this one, getting a call from her, that call was certain. May receive a call. May receive a call that will settle everything for you. That call was a settling point because I sat down. I left my room. I went to the gallery. My room. I left my self-con then, went out, sat down, I remember I faced this way and I was telling myself, God, have you prospered my journey? I was going to ask myself, that thought was just coming. I said, okay. That was where interest became very strong. I said, fine, I'm going to press on this. So that night, I know we spoke for like almost 3 hours that night.
Yeah.
We spoke for 3 solid hours. I won't forget, I said, God, me like this, I'm going to sister 3 hours. It hasn't happened before. It hasn't happened. Even the ones I actually thought it was going to be, I told you, I don't know who she is actually, but I know who I will not get married to. So I know my boundaries. So I know where I'm looking out for this bride from. So I just knew it. So, but when we were talking, it was flowing from one discussion to another. Things were just flowing, clicking. As I'm saying, oh, let's discuss this. She's giving me a perspective. I'm picking it up from where she stopped and I'm pressing it in. I said, God, is happening. So I just quickly started discussing this with one of my brother, Bro Chris. I don't know if you're going to watch this and you remember, I told him that this is really, each time I want to speak with her, I'm very delighted to talk to her. You know, each time I'm picking up my phone and my phone is ringing, she's the one calling me. I'm very happy. There's a time she told me that she wants to finish her assignment or coursework, assignment or something, that she's freezing her apps. You know, she freezed her apps. That's when we just started talking. I was so happy, I was flowing with it. So she said she wants to freeze her apps to concentrate and finish her coursework. I mean that knows that I know what it is to do in masters. I finished my masters. I said, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this. Quickly, freeze your app. I won't disturb you. No calls until you finish. You know, I kept on looking at my phone every day. Kept on looking at my phone to see when she will send me a message or that she's through. Look at her last scene online. She's no longer there. I said, okay, that's fine. I believe that she's doing the work as she told me. Then it was later she started me up with her UK line. That was the first time she was in the UK line. Thing just came, bam, bam, bam. When I saw it, I was ironing that day. It was weekend.
I told you I'll be freezing my Nigerian WhatsApp, but my UK number, people do not have it, so I'm not so busy. Yes. So I said, I'm going to chat you up on using my UK WhatsApp, because I don't have a problem. I don't need to freeze that one. It's Nigerian WhatsApp that is always tempting me, but I need to concentrate to do all my coursework, all my assignments, all these essays they give us. So he started saying, please do. The way he said that, please do, I should please chat him up. I said, okay, I will chat you up when I want to. Yeah, so that's the thing. So he was waiting
then
for it.
I was now waiting for it. It was on a Sunday evening, because it was after a week. Sunday evening, I was ironing my clothes for the following week. Saturday or Sunday evening, chat came in. Wow. I left what I was doing, got my ironing, started again. Started catching up with her. Half have we gone? We were chatting, we kept on, that chatting was up to 1 hour. chatting, we chatted, and that ended it. And that was how the journey began. It was increasing. The pace was just there, consistent. I was enjoying myself. I was feeling at home. I was settled. You know, I've already prayed about it before now. Even when the proposal ended, I told myself I was going to go back. I was going to go back. That's what I told myself. I'm going to go back to the previous person. Yes, that's what I told myself. I'm going to give up. No, it's not true. It's not true. I know what I felt.
Yes, you know when some things for all these brothers. It's not God that spoke to me. I'm not giving up.
I told myself, is there not a knot? Like the question David asked when he came to help his brother. You know, and they were asking, why do you leave the cartoon, and then why are you here? I want to show yourself now. Is there not a knot? I said, is there not a reason why I've come in contact with you and I've spoken to you what I'm feeling and it's not going to work? Okay. So, but when she came, things started flowing, and then I heard what my pastor told me: when is your own comes, it will be difficult. It will be difficult to be easy and to click, and that's how we started flowing. And when I know that I was going to ask the question first. Sister, let me even know what is happening. What is your state like now? Are you free? You know, she shared her own. I said, wow. When she shared first and told me how body, and then look at where she is, I shared mine as well. Look at where I am. So is that becoming clear? This is what God is doing.
So she knew that he knew I wasn't in a relationship. So that
it was a good light for him. I don't need to level over someone that is not free, and I'm killing myself. So there's no point. Let me end it here now. Ask the right question there. Asked, and they said she was okay. She was free. That's fine. So my leg became strong, and I kept on praying, believing God that this is that. I asked myself that day, have you prospered my journey? It's going to be the final stage of my getting a wife. So, and anybody I told about it encouraged me, kept on praying, and up until do I talk about the day of proposal? definition? Or do you come in first?
Okay, yeah, let me just share some bits. Okay, this is an interesting video. It's going to be very long as I'm seeing it, but you guys will definitely, I'm sure you are getting value from it already.
Yeah.
So, of course, like he said, the breaking point was when I started my YouTube channel. Okay, so I started my YouTube channel 1st of March 2021.
As I'm begging you, please, guys, stick with us.
Okay, so I
Thank
started
you.
it there, and I remember, then you begging for subscribers.
Yeah.
I always, every of my video, I'll make a BC and post the link, asking
Yes.
people to please watch, subscribe, like,
Yeah.
and all of that.
And comment.
So, before then, like he said, I didn't tell him. That's to tell you guys the level of our closeness of friendship. I told you guys previously in the last video that I was avoiding him because I don't like him. He's not my spec. So we weren't so close at all. Okay, to the point that I left Nigeria, of course, his least people I would tell.
Yes.
I didn't tell him. I lost my mom.
Yes, I got
few
to know
days.
about it.
He got to know, and I think he was trying to reach me to call me to send his condolences. My number was not going. I remember him sending me a message on WhatsApp like my number is not going. I just told him, okay, no problem, you can always reach me here. I still didn't tell him that I was abroad. It's none of your business. I don't need you to know. So that's how I was just blocking him. I don't want anything to do with him. So he didn't know I was in the UK. So guys, a special guest just joined us. He just woke up from sleep, but we don't want to stop this video. So let's just continue with him here. Okay. So I was saying that I didn't tell him I was traveling out of Nigeria. He had no idea and all of that. So it continued, of course. I lost my mom 2020 January, yeah, and of course this was happening in 2021. Eventually, when I started my YouTube channel. So one thing I noticed about this brother is that he carried my matter on his head. Yeah. So for instance, his Facebook profile picture was the same for over 10 years or whatever until we got married, and I was the one that even made him to change it to our wedding picture. And my husband hardly posts. He can share link of messages on his Facebook wall, but he will never post, he will never upload. He's not all this. He doesn't upload WhatsApp status at all, except maybe scriptures. That's all he does. All of a sudden, this brother started sharing my link. If I post my link, all the BC I will send, he will put it on his WhatsApp status and beg people to subscribe to my channel. He was telling people about my channel. To tell you how serious this was, it was my best friend that called me and said, "Girl, what is happening? Bro, Chukwudi is now, that doesn't post WhatsApp status, is now posting WhatsApp status, begging people to subscribe to your channel. Is there anything you are not telling me?" I just said, there is nothing. If there is, you'll be the first person to know that. Nothing, no. But I just told her, but I'm thinking that maybe he has come again, without all this is interest. And of course, bless you. Like I said, he is not my spec. So I was just saying that I'm noticing some of, hey, for him to be doing this, are you sure? Look at you. We had those girlish, gossips and all of that. So that kept happening. Then fast forward to maybe around May, June, July, thereabout, I needed to do my essays, my coursework. So I needed to go offline because he was already engrossed. Like he said, when I released the video on Grace vs. Scammer, that was Easter that year. I remember him calling me. It was a very long call. I remember I was in one of my auntie's house, helping her with her kids. I didn't sleep that night. Somebody that has assignment too. To be honest with you, I have assignments then. We talked for long. He was telling me some cases, because one thing about my husband, which is one of the things that he struggled with when he first started teaching in this country, in the UK, is that the same thing he does, following up on us as sisters in fellowship, he sees what he normally calls his students when we talk is my children. He sees his students as his children. He follows them up. He makes sure that they are morally well and all of that. That's my husband for you. So in this country, it's not like that. So it was a struggle for him initially. But of course, he has adjusted. So he was telling me about some cases, some of the children, what they are going through, their parents and all of that. I was asking for my perspective. And then me, I love sharing, I love talking. And we are flowing, effortlessly. Like I said in my mind already, he's not my spec. I will not. Then I was saying I will never. It's not even possible. But we continued that way and we were just talking. When I noticed the interest was growing, I remember I started drawing back shortly. But before then, I had to tell him, as a privilege, someone that I know that we've been talking for a long time, I had to tell him that, I'm going off because I need to concentrate on my assignments. I have loads of deadlines coming around. I told him, and I say, really? The way he sounded, I knew that it affected him. He was already into me can say that. So he was not happy that I'll be going off WhatsApp because there's no way he could reach me again. And he was already fond of calling me or chatting me every day. Okay. So all I now told him is that, okay, no problem, that I'm going to chat him up on my UK WhatsApp number, but I'm not going to tell him when. It depends. It was me, I already saw him as a distraction, sort of, and I needed to be off, that kind of thing. He now said, oh, please do. The way he said that, please. But you know, being a spiritual brother, when I told him I'll be going away, do you know what this boy did? You know what this guy said to me? He told me, happy to miss you. I'm not missing words, you know. It's just that my phone is blind now. If not, I have all these texts. I have them like my WhatsApp backup. It's just that I changed from Android to Apple and all those stuffs cleared. My backup, I have all these messages. He told me, happy to miss you. Brother could not say, I will miss you. It will sound so carnal. Brother said, happy to miss you. I was like, what's the meaning of that? Which one is happy to miss you? He now told me that when he was teaching tutorial, Uniport, he wanted to travel for an interview, and the lady said, sir, happy to miss you. And I said, so what does she mean? She said, I don't know. I said, so you are telling me what you don't know. I said, you are not serious. Well, me, I knew that what he meant is that, I will miss you. But being a highly spiritual brother, he couldn't bring himself to say, I will miss you. Because it would be carnal, you know, that kind of thing. So that was it about that. Then we kept on going, and all the things he said was really happening. He was fond of me. My husband was asking direct questions, and like I said, he on time asked me if I was in a relationship. I'm sure that gave him the confidence, so he kept on pushing because he knew I was free. So, but at some point when I started noticing him, you know, and this bringing me to the point how me, I told you guys how he got convinced, how I got convinced that he was the one. So I remember in Shiloh 2020, I for the first time, was actively logging on to Shiloh 2020. Very well, I participated, Papa Oyedepo's declaration and all of that. And I remember that one of my requests that Shiloh is that, God, I want to get married before how did I even put it? So my prayer point basically was that the next year, 2021, by your mercies. Okay, I said before next year birthday, God, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a relationship that will lead into marriage, and I want before my not 30th birthday. I think I was saying before after. So I used my birthday. So I said I want that by before my next year, 2021 birthday, I want to be in a relationship that will lead to marriage. And before the birthday of the following year, let me be married. More like I'll get into a relationship, maybe highest 1 year courtship and all of that, I'll get married. That was my request, okay? And I was trusting God that it will happen. So, I'm one person that I've got loads of proposals, okay? Without missing words, God is my witness, I'm not exaggerating. If I start counting how many proposals I turned down, yes, I turned down over 20. Maybe if I start counting, but it will be, these are not boyfriends, because I never had a boyfriend. I didn't do all of those stuff. People that are coming proposal that, for relationship, serious relationship, I had loads of them and I kept turning them down and I was tired, okay? So that was my prayer point. So after that prayer, when he was giving me the light, it was so clear. He was asking me sensitive questions. What's your plan? What kind of man do you want to marry? What do you look for in a man? He was asking me all those direct questions. It was clear that this man was into me. And like I said, he wasn't my spec. So I was blocking him. I wasn't so invested in the course and all of that. I was withdrawing. Sorry. Then I remembered one day clearly, I know where this happened. I can take you to the street. I'm thinking of it in my mind. I was going to work. I was going to work that night. It was, you know how UK weather. It was the night shift, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. shift, but I was leaving. The weather was still bright. I was just thinking about it in my head. How, this was no, God now. No, I was just, in my mind, just battling it. As I was just saying that, I heard it, and that's one of the ways God speaks to me in my heart, like a conversation and like a memory. God reminded me of my prayer, my Shiloh prayer. The prayer I prayed that I want to be in a relationship before my birthday. This was happening maybe May, June thereabout. And when he now came and now said, and now God said, and someone, a son of mine, like I'm sending a son, more like somebody is coming, and you are still rejecting it and saying no. Yet you prayed to me that you want to enter a relationship before your birthday this year. The way that thing came, I was like, wait, is this a confirmation, bro? Hi, God, that day, yeah, I was not so happy. I went to work. I kept thinking about it. Even as I went to work that day, he still messaged because he knew my shift and everything. He called me. I was not even willing to answer and all of that, but I just did. But that word was so strong. Like I said, I knew where it happened. The street I was walking in front of Sainsbury's. I remember very well where this happened, and that was a conversation, and that was my conviction. And but I still didn't give in or show it immediately. So it kept happening. So in a way, in my mind, I already knew he is the one, but he has not proposed. He has not said anything. He was just beating around the bush here and there. So that kept happening. It now happened as if God knew and gave me the confirmation. I was getting so many proposals. People started coming again. And it was now a battle for me. So when I already knew who I would get married to, the person is not taking any step. The people I will not get married to are the people taking the steps and proposing, yet he is slacking. It now was another frustration of my life. I said, what kind of nonsense is this now? The person that is the right person is slacking and is not taking move, is not asking me out. People that are not the ones are outwardly coming and proposing to me, and I'll have to say no. What is this? That's what I was just asking myself, God, what is all this? So it was frustrating. So that tells you how he frustrated me. Now, I got him to propose to me. This is how I did it.
Actually, we are men under authority as well. So I needed to clear up my own area, making sure that everybody has approved and they are aware of what.
But even you weren't taking it serious, because if you really wanted to propose, you would have told them on time and telling them stuff, but you were just taking your time, coming around, building. See, avoid all these canopy brothers. That's what they call them in our fellowship. They will come and canopy you all around. Other people cannot come in and they will not do anything. That was what my brother was doing. Canopy brother. So how did I get him to propose to me? It will be bad, but this video is already getting too long. Yeah. So it happened that one day I was frustrated at work. Mind you, what I said already he was doing was frustrating me. Then at work, they were frustrating me at work. Some things happened at work. It was so devastating, and I was not happy. So when I was, going through all of that, I needed to talk to someone. I'm someone that believes in sharing. A problem shared is half solved. I believe it. I believe in talking. Talking is therapeutic for me. I love sharing with, of course, the right people, because I believe that I will onboarding and all of that. So I was looking for who to share this with. I called my best friend. My best friend's number was not going through. Yeah, her number was not going through and all of that. I think she had low battery. Her number on WhatsApp. To tell you how desperate I was to talk to somebody, I even called normal call with my UK number. Her number was switched off. Then I have this G, one of my G's, my very good friend, or Remy, my paddy, Chibuokem. Yeah, so Chibuokem too was in the picture. Chibuokem for the first time, he's a tech guy. If you call this guy midnight, he's awake. For the first time, Chibuokem's number was switched off. I could not reach him. And in that frustration and all of that, this brother called and was not asking me. I not told him I'm not happy. I need to talk to someone. And he was now, what is it? To be honest, the truth is that what I was going through are twofold, which is why I wanted to talk to my best friend as well. The fact that I'm frustrated. A brother that God says is for me is not talking and all of that, and this one plus the work, that work frustration was so much. I still needed to talk to somebody. So eventually what happened, he was now, of course, normal calling, and there I said, he noticed I was not happy. We are calling. I said, I'm not happy. And I said, what is it? And I said, I cannot tell you. I told him I need somebody to talk to. I'm not happy. And I said, talk to me now. I was like, as per what? And I say, I've called my best friend, he knew Chibuokem, I've called him, these are my very close friends, I've called them. I don't remember about my covenant sister, whether she was in the picture, I didn't think about her, but in the process, I just said, I beg. This brother was literally begging, what is it? And I said, I cannot share it with you, I'm sorry. You know, say, but why now? And I say, is there everything you can share with me? I can't share anything. We are just casual. We are not what is going on between us. I was usually saying it. Nothing is going on between us. You are my friend, but you are not that close to me. He was shocked. He was shocked because, he now told me that he searched his heart and said, there is nothing I cannot share with you. Mm-hmm. I said, that's you now, but me, no, I cannot share it. He said, what is this thing that you cannot share with me? To tell you how serious or how far we have gone, I knew his salary. I knew how much he was earning. My husband has told me everything about him. I knew everything about him, his schools, even all the problem he was having. He was telling me everything. So he was surprised. How can you not share this with me? What is this thing?
I was sharing everything with you actually.
Yeah. So he was disappointed. He was not happy. Yeah. So I now came out right and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot share it with you. We are friends, I know, but there's no definition to our friendship. I'm careful, I can't share anything with you because there is no definition. You are just a friend, you're just a brother. I can't just share anything with you." I said, are we in a relationship? I cannot share anything because in as such that he's already in his mind considering it as if we are in a relationship in quotes. Yeah. But I now put it to him, we're not even in a relationship. I said, have you proposed to me? I said, we're not in a relationship. I'm sorry, I can't share everything with you. Guys, that was the breaking point. That was when his senses, his eyes opened and he realized he's wrong. And that was how my husband got himself.
And then finish up with the authorities. I told them, but Lisa, she waits and come to, was it Oko? So I came to Oko to see him.
He fast-tracked everything.
I had to meet him. I told him that he asked me about it. I said that you're in the UK, you are doing your master's and everything. So and I said, I should come and see him. So I went to see him. He asked me further questions, and then he approved and said I should go ahead and do the proposal.
So this video, is already too long. Probably the proposal is funny. We might share it, we might not share it, but it's a very funny proposal. It was so brotherly. If you see the picture, if you see how he was, I screenshot it.
I didn't know.
That's it for another day, guys. So this is where we bring this video to an end. I want to believe you guys enjoyed it and you learned one or two lessons.
Yes.
Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Very important. It will help YouTube to recommend it to as many people that this video will help and bless their lives. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Share this video like I said, and we'll be seeing you guys in our next one.
And let me just add this: we shall be many anyway, and every one of us will be fine, right? Even if you have a rejection before. Somebody visits a proposal, it's not the end of the world. No. They have God have a purpose for that, and the right person is coming on your way.
A better person.
The person is coming on your way, and the truth is this: all of us, we all be fine because we are all God's children.
Yeah.
Every one of them today, they are doing amazingly well, and I love them. I like what they are doing. They should continue, and God will help all of us in Jesus' name.
Amen. So till we come your way next time, stay blessed.
When intentional.
And take good care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Baba say bye.